Today's webinar is on electric cars, which is like basically the future of cars. You've probably seen many electric cars around these days as they're getting increasingly popular. Electric vehicles, they're usually called EVs or BEVs. Don't use gasoline, but have batteries inside of them, which power motors to make the car go. And most electric cars have a range from around 80 to 300 miles. And the range gets increased in future years with newer technologies releasing. The battery itself has been around since the 1800s, with the first EV being made in the 1890s by William Morrison. And then the largest EV producer, Tesla, was founded in 2003. Here are just some quotes from some people in regard to electric vehicles. Tesla's founder said they won't stop till every car on the road is electric. And the Prince of Monaco also said the electric cars are the future. And the US Department of Energy also agrees with this. And so as you can see, people clearly are into electric cars right now, and they're the hot topic of technology. The four types of cars are gas, which is just a normal car powered by a gas engine. There are also hybrid cars, which have a gas engine and an electric motor. So they take in gas, but have no output, like emissions. Plug-in hybrids are like a mix of gas and electric. So you can plug in your car for short trips, but for longer trips, they require gas to be used. And then stage 4 is just battery-powered vehicles with no emissions or gas engines. And these are like the cleanest type of cars for the environment. They take electricity from a power outlet or like your power grid, and they store them inside batteries like a phone basically. And then when you go, it spins a motor which turns the wheels. And this is fast. They accelerate faster than gas cars because there's no like ignition or anything. The main part of the electric car is the battery, which is where the electricity is stored. And if a car has a higher battery capacity, they can go faster and drive for longer. And then there's a charge port, which is like basically a plug on a phone to charge the battery. And you can charge it using like your home power outlets, or yeah, if you've probably seen before, there's charging stations, mostly in the US and Canada right now, and in some Asian countries. And then there's a drivetrain, which lets the vehicle move and turn, and it's also powered by electricity to make it like as like clean as possible. There's the inverter, which takes the DC current from your home or charger and turns into AC power for the motor. And then the motor are electric traction motors, and they help the car, they make the car go back and forth. There's less emissions, and so there's cleaner air. They save money from people because of gas prices going up right now. Having an electric car can save a lot of money. There's less like actual pieces in electric cars to like replace if something breaks, so you won't need to like have issues as often. And there's less maintenance because there aren't like regular oil changes or anything needed for electric cars. The batteries are lithium ion batteries, which uses lithium and lithium ions to make chemical reactions to power the batteries. And when the vehicle slows down, the battery recharges itself slowly, which can help drive for longer. There's three types of charging for EVs. There's the home charging level 1, which is what most people have. It's just a charger, and you can charge overnight, and it like usually fills up your battery, but it isn't like really fast. Then there's level 2 home charging, which is far faster, and it's good if you have long commutes every day to work and you can have at your home. And then the fastest charging is level 3, which you usually find at like stations, usually near malls actually. And those are very high power public ones, which can sometimes charge a car in under an hour. Electric vehicle sales are increasing. More models becoming available. More charging stations are being installed, and EV sales are going to go up in the next years. And there were 6.6 million EVs sold from Q2 to Q4 2021. Here are the disadvantages and advantages of electric vehicles. The advantages are that they're cheaper to run, they're easy to charge, cheap to maintain, they're better for the environment, quick and quiet. You get a tax benefits for owning an electric car in most states, and they are very smooth and only need a single gear. The disadvantage is that there are not many companies that are making electric vehicles right now, so you're limited with choices. And when you're for the electricity itself, the electricity you may be putting into your car could be generated with fossil fuels. Electric cars are sometimes more expensive than gas cars, and like there aren't charge points everywhere, and they can't go for as long distances as gas cars, though with newer technology, they will be able to soon. After like 10 years or so, you might have to get your battery replaced for your electric car, but it's not like a needed thing always. And it takes longer to charge than a gas car does to take gas in.